Hey everyone, Mtashed here, and this is a quick first look review of the DawnBlade. Now, I didn't get to try one of the skill trees for this class, which is way better in my opinion. Just looking at it, it looks fantastic. We'll get into that later, but the DawnBlade is a top tier PvP pick in my opinion. Obviously, there's a lot that has changed with the other classes. We haven't tried them all out, but let's just jump right into it. Grenades as a whole are not as effective as they used to be. Firebolt grenades have a much smaller AoE. Fusion grenades don't kill in one hit. And honestly, at this point, for DawnBlade, it seems like the solar grenade was the best pick. It allowed you to zone people. You could throw it in on the, the objective in the game mode we were playing. Solar grenades seemed good, which was a little bit odd to me. Up next, you have the healing or empowering rift. So you can either heal your team and yourself, or you can give them a little bit of a damage buff. We haven't tested it a bunch in PvE yet to see how good it is, but I personally like using the healing rift because you can outplay people a little bit with it. We'll get into it. I'll show you some stuff in the PvP video. Now, the jumps are pretty basic. They don't change a whole bunch, but then what I really want to show you here, what is really sexy, is this other kind of skill tree. A powerful melee that increases your movement and reload speed. We've got what appears to be a Twilight Garrison airborne dodge. Throwing that in adds a bunch of mobility to this class, which is cool. Everlasting Flames allows you to keep that daybreak going. If you get kills with your super, you extend the duration. And then finally, Wildfire just gives you a little bit more ability to throw grenades, shoot your gun while you're in the middle of your glide. Now, the Attunement of Sky, this top skill tree, is a little bit boring. You get an empowered melee. This one here is like a forced Angel of Light. When you aim your gun in the air, it holds you in place. If you land precision shots, it extends the duration. I find it way too exposing. I'm not a fan. Skyfire is cool. It adds a little bit of AoE to Daybreak, but at the same time, I don't use that slam very much when I'm using the super, so it's kind of wasted. And then Phoenix Dive is kind of cool. You can drop down, you can use your healing rift, you can make some outplays, but it's not that valuable. I think the bottom skill tree is going to be way better overall. Now, I bet you're itching for some actual gameplay, so we're going to dive in now and show you what the kind of DawnBlade can do. It's a pretty okay game. Like, I get a 7.0 kill death, I think, but I do make some stupid mistakes. I'm missing my crits. I'm not landing my grenades. Like, overall, I don't do anything that's overly impressive, which I apologize. I know you guys want to see this class played to the peak, but we just didn't have enough time in PvP. The second I see those guys up there, I back off. I see someone behind me. I throw the melee. I know they're still up top, so I go behind the kiosk, pop out, open fire, get some kills. Luckily, I'm able to slay a little bit this game. I had a couple terrible games. I was just so rusty. And the game feels different. It definitely feels different. I don't know if they changed aim assist or what they did, but I don't know. My shot was way off, so I apologize for not having, like, super impressive gameplay. But I'm going to try my best to, entertain you, to at least showcase the class a little bit and just talk about a couple of things. So, as I said before, grenades are not a one-hit kill. They don't do 90% of your health now. If you hit someone with a fusion grenade, you got to shoot them 1 or 2 more times to finish them off. If you hit him with a firebolt, you got to shoot him 1 or 2 times to finish him off. So it's kind of nice. It's not as grenade heavy in this game. It's all about landing your shots, which I was struggling to do for a bit. I'm not going to lie. I sucked. But the other big thing, too, is melees are much weaker. If you don't have your empowered melee, it tickles them. It takes 3 melees to kill them. 1, 2. I missed my 3rd one, but I had to shoot him again. So if you run into a building just throwing melees down, hoping to get kills, it's not going to work for you. You're not going to dominate with abilities in this game. You got to have the gun skill. Now, I picked up the sniper. I'm going to show you Crisp and Cooch body shot. Oh my god, watch these plays! I like the sniper. I can't wait to see some different scopes and things like that. I mean, this one was okay, but it was a little too zoomed for me. It does 100 damage to the body. 200 to the head. So what it looks like, it looks like it's standardized. What I mean by this is you either get the headshot and you get a one-shot kill, or you shoot him twice in the body. It's 100 damage for the body, 200 for the head. That's it. I don't think there's going to be like major changes to archetypes of snipers. That's what I'm feeling for some reason. I feel like they want to get away from that. Hit you with 1 shot in the body and then clean you up with a primary and 1 bullet, I think they want to move away from that. You got to be more accurate, but obviously I don't have all the information. That's just a bit of speculation. Let's just skip ahead. I'm dead. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. because you can revive in this game mode, and oh my god, I'm about to show you why you revive Mtashed. I'm gonna push it! I'm gonna take that SMG out and I'm gonna melt him, baby. Now, after being trapped in the corner here, my teammate pops out, starts shooting the guy, I clean him up, and the nicest thing about it is he said, oh, it says I got a kill. Apparently, based on how much damage you do, both myself and the player that does, you know, a majority of his health will get a kill, a defeat, an elimination. So like Overwatch, just because you didn't get the final blow, you're going to get rewarded. It'll show up on your stats. People are going to understand you were contributing to gunfights, which I think is fantastic. I think if you're doing 90% of someone's health and they clean them up, you need some sort of reward, some sort of score to, you know, help show you what you've done in the game to help you win. You know what I mean? Now, as you can see here, I'm trying out the Phoenix Dive a little bit, seeing how it works. You can't spam it. You can't just jump in the air, Phoenix Dive, jump in the air, Phoenix Dive. You have to wait like 5-6 seconds for it to happen. But I'm going to show you how Angel of Light can be effective. After anticipating this guy to heavy, taking him out, missing every crit possible, I noticed that there's players at the defuse point. So I move in, I jump in the air, and I use Angel of Light to my benefit. Now, they're not really focused on me. It's not like I pulled off an amazing play here, but it does give you some ideas on what you could do using Angel of Light. It's in Destiny 1. No one really uses it, but pairing it with the Phoenix Dive can make some cool things happen. I'm trying to shoot this guy. I'm anticipating him in the air. He drops down. You know, he dodged a lot of damage there, so if you use it properly, it could be good. Now, let's take a little peek at the super. Unfortunately, one of my kills gets stolen, but I steal it right back. Unfortunately, my usage of this super wasn't the best. I'll have more in the future for you guys, hopefully, that turn you on. But the DawnBlade overall feels like a more aim assist hammer, if that makes sense. It's got a little bit more AoE, it feels like. It was pretty forgiving overall. You didn't, you know, have to land it right at their foot to kill them. I liked them. Overall, I liked them. You can also do kind of a melee slam if you jump into the air and you kind of bring it down. But there's not a lot of reach, so if they're not right underneath you, you might run into situations where they don't die. I highly recommend, if you're using this super, just throw the flaming swords at people and just call it a day, because it just seems to be the best. Now you're going to see here, I'm going to tag this guy with a firebolt grenade, land a shot in him, and he's not dead. Okay, he's got like half of his health left, so these grenades are much weaker. You cannot rely on them to win. You need that gun skill. Please start practicing now. I mean, you don't have to really, but if you're spamming fusion grenades and not dueling people in PvP, you're going to be in a tough spot come Destiny 2. That's it for me. That's the first gameplay that I'm going to be posting on the channel. I've got some Titan gameplay. I've got another DawnBlade. That's it. DawnBlade. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.